Hello guys, how are you? This is Leading Domain Interest Group of Class 12 Science of session 2022 to 2023. We are going to present the topic Materialism in front of you. The members of the group will tell you about different topics of the topic. At first, I am Om Kumar of Class 12 Science, going to tell you about what is materialism, how and why people are getting materialistic, and the causes that may influence materialism. In simple words, materialism is the belief that money and possessions are the most important things in life. It is a tendency to believe that the consumer goods and services provide the greatest source of satisfaction in life. Research on materialism and happiness has consistently shown that materialistic people are less happy. Wits and scholars and others have shown that indeed materialism differs among cultures. In their study, they found that Asians and Americans both strongly valued happiness and meaning in life when judging life variety. However, Americans perceived their life desirability to be less dependent on material success than on the presence of happiness and meaning in life. Asians, on the other hand, were more likely to view a life characterized by high material success or more favorable, suggesting that materialism may be more congruent in Asian countries, societies. Now, how and why people are getting materialistic? We all live in a materialistic society where the majority of people is more concerned with what it has than who we are. There is too much emphasis today on the brand of clothes you are wearing, what car you are driving, and what you have in general. Some people look at others that live in luxury and think that they are living a happier life than theirs. This is the impression that society embeds in our heads that leads to many of us spending their lives chasing money rather than happiness. Our eyes, this is the main flow of the society we live in. And this is a time for the causes that may influence materialism. First, family income. The family income plays an important role in children's materialism. Children in lower income families were significantly more materialistic than children growing up in higher income families. Second, family disruption. Children growing up in disrupted and single parent households experienced only slightly higher levels of materialism compared to children in nuclear family households. Third, school type. Education can have a significant effect on materialism. Children in religious schools were less materialistic than children in secular schools. Religious schools may influence children by putting over a world view where spiritual ends are more important than possessions. Fourth, attitude to ads. Children's attitudes towards TV ads is based on 3 questions. Ads make them want to have more toys, ads always tell the truth, and ads tell them about what things they should have. Children who strongly agreed with these questions were more likely to believe TV advertisements and be influenced by these.
Sujal Padak. In this part of video, I am going to explain pros and cons of materialism. First, you may buy you some level of comfort, but you can't buy true happiness. Second, may give you the opportunity to feel better in the short run, but you will depend on your consumption level. Third, materialism give you the opportunity to always have the latest thing, but unhappiness in case you lose your belongings. Fourth, you may be able to impress your friend. Nice toys may make your day better, but you may become a quite sobby. Fifth, materialism can result in better health insurance, but materialism will force you to continue to buy more goods.
Hi, my name is Saurabh Kesri, studying in class 12 science. As you had already seen the introduction of the topic, materialism is a big rat trap. I am going to explore you more about the topic with the types of materialism. Types of motivation. The effectiveness of materialism as a means of achieving happiness is depend on the motivation behind the purchase. There are 2 types of motivation: extrinsic motivation, intrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation is when the impulse to perform an activity arises from influence outside of the individual. Extrinsic motivation persuades a person to complete an activity to receive recognition from others as a reward or punishment if not completed. Intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is when individuals perform an activity for the sake of personal gain. Intrinsic motivation comes from within, unlike extrinsic motivation, which comes from outside force. The object that purchase is the rewarding factor, and individual is not seeking approval from another person. Oftentimes, these purchases will help the person to reach personal goals, other than receiving a reward or punishment. These types of materialism is more likely to will help the individual reach true happiness. The person is less dependent on outside force for the source of their happiness and is content with the purchase itself, and individual is also investing in their future. It may lead to a more positive future for the person. It can be hard to be the opposite of materialistic because we live in a society where materialism is rampant. We are bombarded with ads that tells us we need to buy things and have more stuff, but there are many benefits of being less materialistic. One of these benefits is the increased time you spend on other pursuits. Example, having quality experience with loved ones instead of spending all of your money and possessions.
So, after listening to the video, we think that you have got the sufficient knowledge about materialism. Now, you can differentiate the pros and cons of materialism yourself and whether it is good or bad for us. This is all about our topic. Now, we want your authorization to end our video. Thank you.